Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the
Dynamic duo.
Oh, there you go. I'm Keri Parker. This is
Kyley Paul.
Kyley Paul. Welcome, Kyley Paul. And this is episode number 17 with the dynamic duo. And oh my
Yay.
goodness, it is my favorite day. It is workshop day. Workshop with Kyley Paul. Let me tell you, these new programs coming out pretty soon after this day. So we're going to give you a little taste of what that looks like. Okay, Kyley, what do you got for me today?
So I am going to go through a little kind of step-by-step workshop on how to either implement, like easy steps on how to either implement a new habit or to stop a bad habit, and how to kind of make it really, really easy for anyone to follow and start that process. So if you guys have read the book, The Atomic Habits, some of these suggestions are from there, and then others I found in my own kind of personal experience. And I also know that Jen Sincero wrote a book about badass habits. So a lot of those kind of books and how to make it easy to start moving towards the ideal version of yourself. So Mom, is there a habit that you want to start or a habit that you want to stop?
Ooh, a habit that I want to start. Um, Something along the lines, and I don't know if this flows with you, is just um, working towards my strengths, I guess, either through meditation or wasn't very good at that last workshop with, the grateful, trying to, give myself that morning high five in the mirror. So something along that lines that I can start to, I want to keep working at my strengths. And with that being said, the bad habit that I do have is sometimes just caving to my weaknesses and let them control my day.
In a mental capacity or in a like avoiding task capacity, or because I think a lot of people can relate to that, and just instead of going outside for a walk, for example, they talk themselves out of it and sit on the couch and grab a bag of chips or something. Like that could be an example. Is that along the lines of what you're thinking?
Um, yeah, like don't we can all get down on ourselves about not living up to expectations or not getting your checklist done or getting my big one is frustrated with something and I start to feel like I'm banging my head against the same wall. So I think for me, if I can get that yin yang of both of them with the good habits and follow the good and start to get rid of the bad, I think.
So let's say optimizing your weekly routine. Would that kind of summarize what you're trying to do, playing
Sure.
to your
Yeah,
strengths?
that's good. Playing to my strengths and let's get rid of those weaknesses.
Okay. So a couple things. So the first kind of common pitfall or obstacle that people find when they're trying to add a new habit or work towards an improvement or in some capacity in their daily routine or life is that they set way high expectations of themselves right off the bat. And this is what we see with the kind of New Year's resolutions is you say you want to do 20 things, you do it for a month, and then you crumble because it's not sustainable for you to continue to that expectation. So with optimizing your weekly routine, that's something that you're going to learn through experience. Now, what I would suggest is you get really clear on what it is, one little thing that you want to start implementing that can build off of that, has a building block effect. So whether that's completing your weekly task or optimizing your weekly execution or adding in a mindset element into your daily routine. Those different things, I think, are kind of along the lines of what you're thinking of. So what you do with that is that you really, really break it down into baby steps. So an example of this that's kind of easily relatable is if you say you want to run a marathon or you want to do a couch to 5K program, instead of day one, you're running 5K, day one, you're putting on your running shoes and walking around your house. Make it super, super easy. So the kind of theory, overall theme in the Atomic Habits is improving by 1% a day. So you're not trying to improve by 100% in day one and then crashing it. Something very small that you're going to build off of every day. So in your case, if you're wanting to add in a mindset habit during your weekly routine, which I personally believe will help you in your task execution on your to-do list, because getting in the right mindset is very helpful for staying focused throughout the day, throughout your kind of focused hours or working hours, is to first identify and experiment a little bit of what resonates most with you. So you can try. So I would recommend day one, you have a brainstorming day. So write down different mindset activities that you want to try and see if they're a fit for you. So that could be morning gratitude. That could be a daily reflection at nighttime. So I have a 3-year journal beside my bed. That's just write your day at the end of the day and write one highlight from the day. So something that's really, really quick. You want to kind of get in the, we'll start with 1 minute. So think of activities that you can complete in 1 minute, but also have the ability to build up to 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes as you get comfortable with them and as you're in the second or third month of executing them. So day one, just write down and brainstorm what are different mindset activities that you could see yourself doing and you want to try. And then day two, try one of them for 1 minute. Set a 1 minute timer at either the beginning of the day. So I would suggest for day two, at the beginning of the day, try one of those activities for 1 minute. Day three, at the very end of your day, right before you go to sleep, set a 1 minute timer and do that same activity. So those are the two, your bookends of the day are the best times to do the mindset activities and to get kind of aligned with yourself. And that's when I do them. I try to do them at kind of both bookends of the day, but when we're starting out a new thing, 1 minute, day two, start one of them at the beginning of the day, day three, 1 minute at the end of the day, and then just continue that. So if you have 3 ideas for mindset tasks that you think might resonate with you, then you've got those 2 days to do it. So day 2 and 3 are trying task number 1 in the morning and at night. In day 4 and 5 are trying task number 2. Again, just 1 minute, 1 minute in the day, 1 minute at night, same activity. Day 6 and 7, same thing. And then that's your first week. And then by the end of the first week, you can decide if you like the morning 1 minute better, if you like the evening 1 minute better, and which of those tasks resonates best with you and you think that you could continue on doing. Now, if you hate all of them, then you can start back and brainstorm again on day 8.
I like that. And because we're doing good habits, bad habits, this is going to be a to be continued workshop. So we're going to check in on me and see how I did with, building in my mindset package and working towards my strengths and what objectives I set out for myself and how I was able to follow through. And then next workshop, we're going to talk about the bad habits and my weaknesses and playing to those. I do like how you broke it down, Kyley, into 1%, 2%. I don't think people see it that way. Some people go like a quarter of the way or half the way, but I love how you broke that down. And also with the time amounts, because me being a runner, they always say run for a certain amount of time. Don't pick a certain distance because that's discouraging. Pick a certain amount of time. So that's great, Kyley. So fantastic information for me to take forward. And we will continue this workshop, friends, and see how I did. And then we'll talk about how to get rid of that and knowing the weaknesses that play into our day sometimes. Thank you very much, Kyley Paul.
No problem. Just
You even got a book recommendation out of it.
a couple of them, actually. Yeah, always. I'm full of them, obviously.
That's great. Thanks so much, friends, for joining us. Talk to you soon.